All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Community Fitness Program sponsored by U Chicago Medicine's Urban Health Initiative in partnership with Body Parts Fitness. Thank you for joining us this morning as Ms. Marta Hopkins will be leading us through today's exercise.
Greetings. Glad to be here today. I am Marta Hopkins. I'm with Body Parts Fitness, and I am a certified yoga instructor. Today, we'll be doing another chair yoga sequence using light weights. So you can do this with or without weights. So join in. If you don't have weights, as I always say, you can grab some cans or water bottles. So let us get situated and settled on our chair. Sit up nice and tall and place your hands on your thighs to feel grounded and connected to the space where we're sitting. Feel all 10 toes and your heels softly rooted on the earth, your sit bones in the seat of the chair, and tip the pelvis forward. Soften your gaze and let's start with a few rounds of breath here, just coming into this practice with a moment of body awareness. How are you showing up today? Take a deep breath in, hold, and exhale through the mouth. Let it out, sigh. Take one more inhale, let the belly expand. Bring the breath all the way up to the collarbone, hold. Exhale with an open mouth, sigh. Beautiful. One more inhale. Hold at the top of the breath. Exhale, release. If your eyes were closed, gently open them. Today, I'm going to offer a nice intention for us today, and that is I grow stronger with grace and ease. So before we begin picking up our weights, let's do a little warm up. So I'm going to start with the shoulder rolls. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then back around, just creating a nice circle here. Beautiful. And you can keep your hands on your thighs and just allow them to move forward and backward here, keeping your sit bones grounded into the seat of your chair. And keep breathing. Let's reverse that. As you draw your shoulder blades back, feel your scapula joining together. Just imagine you have like a pencil in between your shoulder blades and you're squeezing that pencil together. Continue. And then we'll do just a couple more here. Nice. From here, I'm going to take my left hand down and extend the right arm up and take it over my head and draw my ear towards my shoulder, extending the left arm out. Find that stretch beautifully on the left side. We'll keep breathing here. I grow stronger with grace and ease. Inhale, lift up and switch sides. Extend the right arm up, left arm over your head, and then stretch. Find that beautiful stretch on the right side. And then make your way back to center. From here, we'll do a seated cat-cow. So you can keep your hands placed on your thighs, or maybe you want to add a little bit more stability here and place your hands up underneath the chair. I want you to tip the pelvis forward, look up and inhale. So you're creating a nice arch in the spine. And then let's reverse that. Round the spine, draw the chin to the chest, to the back of your sit bones. And if you have your hands on your thighs, Inhale, bringing the fingertips towards the knee, look up. And then exhale, release, round the spine, draw your wrists towards your hips. Let's do a few more here. Lift, inhale. Exhale, release. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And then come all the way back to an upright position. From here, we're going to place our hands on our shoulders, and we're going to just twist our torso from side to side. Getting a little mobility in the upper body. That's the first part of our body we're going to work today with the weights. Gently twist from side to side. Couple more. Beautiful. Come all the way back to center. From here, I'm going to place my hands on my thighs, and I'm going to take my right toe, taking my right heel off the mat, and my toe is still onto the surface. And then I'm just going to take circles here. So I'm going to create nice ankle circles here, moving my ankles as well as my thigh. You feel a little bit of movement and engagement in the inner thigh here as you go inward. And then let's reverse it. Take an external rotation. Beautiful. And keep breathing. When you notice you're holding your breath, continue to breathe. That is our life force, our prana that we want to bring throughout the body. Let's come all the way back. And then we're going to heel toe, keeping my hand on my knee, my heels off the mat. And then I'm going to tap my toe, my heel, and then come to my toe. So I'm going to reverse it. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. You should also feel that in your ankle, as well as find the engagement in your lower body here in the leg. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and place your foot flat on the mat. Let's do the opposite side. Lift the left heel off the mat. The toes are onto your surface, and then we'll take our internal rotation here. Beautiful. And then let's just reverse direction. Nice. And let's take our heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Last one, heel, toe. And place both feet flat onto the earth. Beautiful. Let's start with our upper body and using our weights. We're going to do bicep curls. I'm going to take a set of weights. I'm going to go a little heavier with my biceps, but then I'll change and use the weight that feels good for you. But challenge yourself. I challenge you to get a little heavier weight here. I'm going to do bicep curls here. I'm going to start with my arms down by my sides, and then I'll bring my palms facing the monitor and keeping the elbows straight. Sit up nice and tall. Come closer to the edge of the seat. Keep your feet grounded into the earth. And then we'll do a set of 10. Lift up and then take it down. Take it down to about a count of 4. Just don't lift it up and then bring it down real fast. So that was 1. Take it down for 2. All the way down to extend the arm back up. This is 3. 4. Take it down. Beautiful. Find the engagement in your bicep. Take it down. 5. Take it down. Beautiful. 6. Take it down. 7. Down. 8. Down. 9. Down. Last one. 10. Take it down. Beautiful. I'm going to release my weights and I'm going to come into a lighter set of weights here and we'll do front raises. Both using 2 weights, arms down by your side. This time the palms are towards the back of the space. Elbows are straight. And I'm going to lift up shoulder width and then slowly take it down. Front raise. Let's do 10. 1. Take it down. Beautiful. 2. Take it down. 3.
There's Zoe.
Down. 4. Down. Beautiful. 5. Down. Beautiful. 6. Squeeze and contract. Down. 7. Down. 8. Down. 9. Take it down. Last one. 10. Down. Beautiful. Continuing on, this time my palms are facing my thighs and we're going to do lateral raises. Lift up and then take it down. Again, take it down to about a count of 4. 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. Down. 5. Down. 6. Down. 7. Down. 8. Down. 9. Down. 10. Beautiful. Down. Nice. From here, we're going to take one weight in our hand and we're going to do a wood chop press. So I have one weight in my hand. I'm going to take my weight down over to the left side and then lift up kind of in a diagonal all the way to the right and then take it back down. Let's do 8 this time on each side. 1, take it down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. Hold the weight tight. 6, 7, down. 8, down. Beautiful. Rest the weight in your thigh. Take a breath. And then we'll take it to the opposite side. Anytime you need to take a break or grab some water, feel free to do that. Opposite side. Hands this time over to the right. And then we'll lift up and then take it down. That's one. We'll do 8. 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. Down. 5. Down. 6. Down. 7. Down. Last one. 8. Down. Beautiful. Let's take a rest. Release our weights. And we'll do a little coordination and movement here before we do a couple more upper body, and then we'll move to lower body engagement. Let's take sun breath. Inhale the breath, lift all the way up. And then exhale, fold forward. Bring your fingertips down to the earth, or if you're using a block, place your hands on your block. Inhale, lift halfway, extend the arms out like an airplane. Exhale, fold forward one more time. And then we'll inhale, lift all the way up and open wide. I grow strong with grace and ease. Slide your hands back to your heart center. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to come into a seated row. I'm going to grab my set of weights. Hands are down by my sides, and I'm going to bring my chest towards my thigh. And my palms are facing my shins. And then I'll just lift my elbows up, keep them towards the waist, and then bring them back down. Let's do a set of 10. 1, take it down. 2, take it down. 3, take it down. 4, take it down. 5, take it down. 6, take it down. 7, take it down. 8, take it down. 2 more. 9, take it down. 10, take it down. While you're down, release your weights and sit all the way back up. Let's do a nice twist, and then we'll move on to lower body. I'm going to take my left leg and cross it over my right, and I'll take my right hand to the outside of my left foot, the left knee rather, left hand behind the seat of the chair, and then gently twist. Allow your pelvis to move along with the spine. Couple of breaths here. And then let's unwind, and we'll switch sides. Right leg crosses over the left arm over the body. And we'll take the right hand behind and take your twist. And gently unwind. Beautiful. Before we begin to stand, we'll do some lower body. I'm going to grab my water. If you guys have water, help yourself. Always hydrate. We're going to begin to coordinate our lower body with our upper body now. And we'll do seating marches. And then we'll start with just the lower body. And then we'll use the weights. So I'm going to bring my hands up to hover over my thighs. And I'm going to lift up and down, up, 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 down. One more on each side, up, down, up, down. Beautiful. I'm going to grab my weights. And then I'm going to continue with the marching of my legs. Then I'm going to do overhead presses. So as I lift my right leg up, I'll bring my arms up and then back down, and then switch sides. Up, down, 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 up, down. One more each side. Up, down, up, down. Beautiful.
Oh,
So from here, I'm going to place my weights on my thighs, and then I'll take my leg up and extend it out and back in and down, leg extensions, but I'm using the force of the weight. You can place the weight on your thighs like this across, or bring them up, down, out, back in, and down. Let's do 8 on each side. 1, out, in, down, lift, out, in, down. 2, out, in, down, out, in, down. 3, out, in, down. Other side, lift, out, in, down. 4, out, in, down, lift, out, in, down. 5, out, in, down, lift, out, in, and down. If you want to continue this without the weight, feel free to do so. This is 6. We'll do 2 more. Lift, out, in, down, opposite side, lift, out, in, down. Last set. Up, out, in, down, up, out, in, and down. Beautiful. Release one of your weights. And then we're going to do sit to stand. So I'm going to grab one of my weights towards my chest. Elbows are in. I'm seated up towards the edge of my chair. Both feet are grounded and rooted into the earth. And I'm going to stand. And then I'll come back. Now bring your feet a little bit closer so you don't miss the chair. Lift up and then back down. Beautiful. Let's do 8. That was 1. 2. Down. 3. Send the thighs back, butt comes back, and then find the seat of the chair. That was 3. Lift up. Take it down. 4. Lift up. 5. Lift up. Down. Do 2 more. Up. And then down. And then last one. Stand. And then sit. Beautiful. Let's release our weights. And then we're going to stand and work on some standing poses here. I'm going to bring my chair to the side. And I actually I'm going to use a block. So I'm going to squeeze the block in between my thighs here. If you don't have a block, try using maybe a weight here. I actually like using the block because as I squeeze the block, I feel more of the contraction in the thigh. So I have my left hand on the back of the chair. I'm engaging my thighs, and I'll settle my right hand here on my hip. And I'm just going to do heel raises here. Lift my heels off and then bring them down. Let's do 10. 1, squeeze the thighs, take it down. 2, if you don't have a block and you don't want to use the weight, you can still do this without the engagement. 3, down. I just like to feel the engagement in my thighs. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. Last one. 10, down. That's helpful. It engages your thighs. It also gives you some tone in your calves. So we overlook our calves a lot. Always bend when you release your weights or anything. So we're going to come into warrior 2. So I'm going to slide my left foot in between the legs of the chair and bring my right foot to the back of the mat. And I'll grab a weight. I'm just going to use one weight for this. I'll bend my left knee towards the seat of the chair, holding onto the seat of the chair here for support. And I'll extend my back arm out. So I have warrior 2, but I'm holding onto the chair for support. Let's bring the palm up and we'll come into Popeye arms here. So feel the engagement in your legs, send the thighs back gently, and now we're going to coordinate our movement with the upper arm. Popeye arms. Come in and then back out. Let's do 8. 1, out. 2, out. 3, out. 4, out. 5, out. Beautiful. 6, out. I am strong. 7, out. 8, out. Beautiful. Lower your weights to your thigh and we'll straighten the leg and then come in. Let's switch sides. I'm just going to take my chair to the opposite side so I'm still facing you. And I'll hold on to the back of the chair here. This time my back leg is towards the front of my chair. I have a nice, beautiful engagement in my thigh here. I'll extend the arm out. Bring it down first. Powerful warrior 2. And use the support of the chair here. Palm up. And let's do our Popeye arms 8 times. Draw in, out. In, out. 3, out. 4, out. 5, out. 6, out. 7, out. Last one. 8, out. Beautiful. Release the weight. And then heel toe your feet closer together. From here, I'm going to release the weight. And I'm going to bring my chair back over to the opposite side. And from here, we're going to do leg lifts. So I will take a sip of water here. My mouth gets dry here. So we're going to leg lift. We're going to lift the leg to the side that's away from the chair. So place your hand on the back of the chair. I'm going to take a weight to give myself a little bit more Oh my God, what's the word I want to use? I, I'm sorry. I lost the word. Oh my God, I lose words. I my hand is to my thigh, and then I'm going to lift it up. What is the word I'm trying to use for this? But we're engaging this leg, and then we'll lift up and then take it down. Flex the foot. So we'll do 8 on each side. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. Last one, 8, down. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. You don't have to flip your chair, but I'm doing that just so I'm still facing you. Again, 8 on this side. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. Last one, 8, down. Beautiful. Bend my knees, release the weight, and then I'll switch back. One more lower body, and we'll do lunges. So I'm going to grab a weight here, and I have a weight in the outer leg. I'll take my leg that's closest to the seat of the chair, take it back, and then lunge, and then back up. Let's do 8 on each side. Back, lunge. 1, 2, lunge, back. 3, lunge, and then back. 4, lunge, and then back. 5, lunge, and then back. 3 more. 6, lunge, and then back. 7, lunge, and then back. I like to use the chair to allows me to go deeper into the lunge. 8. Be careful that you don't bang your knee on the surface, and then back. Let's switch sides. So I have my hand by my left thigh. I'll take the right leg back, tap it, and then come up. Let's do 8. That was 1, 2, back for 3. Beautiful. Take it back for 4, back 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and then 8. Nice. Take a bend in the knees, release the weight, and let's run to our seats. And we'll start a bit of a cool down here. Gonna do our warrior series seated. So I'm going to take my left knee and cross it over to the side. Can either keep the right knee bent or extend the leg all the way out. You can do this with or without weights. I'm going to do it without the weights. Look out to the left. I'm tipping my pelvis forward to create that nice alignment in my spine. Warrior 2. Adding a little bit of movement and breath to the body as we cool down. Let's bring the palms up. And then inhale, look up. Beautiful. Exhale, release back to warrior two. Again, palms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower. Again, you can do this with the weights if you'd like. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. From here, I'm going to slide my right hand down, bring the left palm up, and take it back to reverse warrior. Beautiful. So I'm going to take a nice flow in between reverse warrior and side angle. So from here, I'll take my left forearm on the thigh and sweep the opposite arm up over. And then come back to reverse. We'll do that 3 times. Beautiful flow. Back to side angle. This is 2. Just stretching out the body as we cool down. Last 1. And 3. Gorgeous. Back to center. And bring your feet together. Let's switch sides. Again, you have the option to keep both knees bent, or if you'd like to straighten the back leg, that's fine. Warrior two. Extend the arms out. Sit up nice and tall, creating length from your hips all the way to the armpits. A couple of breaths here. And then we'll bring the palms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release.
Hello.
Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Beautiful. And we'll take our reverse warrior side angle flow. Come back to reverse. Beautiful side stretch. And then come back to side angle here. Again, reverse. Side body stretch, gorgeous. Back to side angle. And then the last one. And back to side angle. Beautiful. And then bring your hands to your hips. Let's bring our feet together. We're going to separate our feet wider than hip width apart and come into one of my favorite moves, goddess twist. My feet are, wider than hip width apart, and the toes are out, the heels are towards one another. I'll slide my hands into the inner thighs, spread the fingertips nice and wide, elbows are out, and then I'll twist. Taking my left shoulder blade forward, find that gorgeous length in the spine and the nice twist. And then come back to center. Again, opposite side. And then back to center. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Twist to the left. Back to center. And then again. Wonderful. And then we'll come back to center. Lovely. I'm going to heel toe my feet in a little bit wider than hip width apart. This time my feet are parallel. And we're going to come into a couple of rounds of sun breath. We did that earlier in between flows. Let's do that again just to cool down. Inhale the breath, look up. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the earth. Take a minute and settle here, bringing the fresh blood and oxygen to the brain. And then inhale, extend the arms out, find reach and length. And then exhale, fold forward one more time. Engage the core as you inhale, look up, bring the arms up, and then open wide to grace, lifting the chest and heart, softening your ribcage. And bring your hands back to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale the breath. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, rise, extend the arms out, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, and then open once more. Hands to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, rise, arms extend, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, go inward to the breath. And then inhale, rise, arms up, open wide, lifting the chest and the heart. And then we'll bring our hands to our heart center. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands down. And we're going to come into a nice side stretch here. I'm going to take my right hand out to the side and I'll bring my left arm over, stretch. And then lift up, switch sides. Extend the right arm, take it over the body. And then come back to center. Let's take a shoulder stretch. Right arm, left arm crosses over the body. Draw your shoulder blade down. Beautiful. Extend the fingertips. Feel the energy coming out of your fingertips here. Beautiful. And they open and we'll switch sides. Take it to the opposite side. Down. And then release the hands. Let's take a nice tricep stretch here. I'm going to take my left arm up, bend at the elbow, and I'll take my right hand over my head, grabbing the left elbow. Take a minute and pat yourself on the back here. Feel that nice stretch in the left tricep here. Couple of breaths here. And then release the hands down. Let's take it to the opposite side. Take your right arm up. Take the left arm over your head. Grab the right elbow. Pat yourself on the back again. Nice. And keep your tricep close to the ear here, feeling that nice stretch here in the tricep. And let's open our arms out nice and wide. And then hug yourself here. Draw your head down. Beautiful. And rock gently from side to side. Release the hands. Let's take the left knee into your chest. Slide the hands below the knee. And let's start with, end with circles again, like we started with here. And then switch sides. Switch directions, rather. And then I'm going to flex my foot, and then I'll place it on top of the knee and come into a figure 4 here. If you can't place your foot on top of your knee, then bring your foot to your calf muscle or down to your ankle. You're still externally rotating the hip here. And sit up nice and tall, no matter if you have your foot on your thigh or your shin. And if you'd like to go a little deeper, hinge forward. This is how that looks with the foot on the ankle, and you can still hinge forward, excuse me. Take it down. And then lift up. Let's switch sides. Draw the right knee into your chest. And we'll take our circles here. Switch direction here. Flex the foot, cross it over again. Sitting up nice and tall. If you want to fold forward, you can. And place your leg wherever it feels best for you. Couple of rounds of breath here. And inhale, lift all the way up, release your leg. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Bow your head. And on an inhale, open wide. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Continue to remember our affirmation. I grow stronger with grace and ease. Have a good day.
Oh.